Hello, my name is Director Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife Crystal and our dog Tasia. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI, and today's training is all about the Sweet Retreat, which just happened in Phoenix, Arizona this past weekend, and we had many ladies from Team DSI that were there, and you're about to hear all about Sweet Retreat, and if you're a male, I still encourage you to take notes because it's all the top female earners in the company. I wish I could have been there to take notes, but it's females only. So I'm going to be learning right now from these strong leaders. And so we're going to start off by introducing Executive Gold Director Viola Krebs. Are you on the line, Mom?
I am on the line, Jared.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to make this training. We have a lot of ladies that are watching. We have a lot of people that are on Facebook Live as well. So tell us, take it away. The floor is yours.
All right. Well, we are on cloud nine, all of us that went to Sweet Retreat. We just returned yesterday from a powerful USANA women's event that happens every January. And what you do is you gather with USANA women, and there was about 500 of us. We grow and we learn and we're inspired and from successful women leaders. So it's just a different dynamic to be with the women. I want just to tell you why I love this event so much. It's like you go to one and you want to keep going. Like I've never had anybody go to one and say, okay, I'm not going next year. So really our goal is to get as many women to go next year that are on our team. And it's my sixth Sweet Retreat this year. And so obviously I went to the very first one when it was put on by Michelle Merriweather. Right now, Lori Truman, the Vice President of Marketing, or of Field Development, is the one in charge and puts it on for us. And next year will be our seventh, and they are deciding on a location. So I'm not sure if it's going to be in Phoenix, but anyway, we'll stay tuned for that. You can see a picture here. This is the event runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it starts Thursday evening with a dream board event where we build our dream boards, and USANA provides everything for you. We have light hors d'oeuvres, we sit at these tables, we chat, we laugh, we have fun. And there's a lot of our team along with a couple of our USANA family. You can see Lori Truman, lower left. And it's just a very bonding experience. And it's so much fun to see what everybody is dreaming about. And we're kind of, you get ideas on what to put on these boards. I really love mine. So I'm going to put it up, and these boards there's just a lot to them. So next slide, Jared. So the next day it's Friday, and we're all looking sharp. We're all excited because we've had our dream board Thursday night, and you can see here, these are the Team DSI women. You can see on the left, we have Megan Martinez, Silver Director. We have Andrea Hall, Sherry Bender. We have Nora Lopez, which is Crystal's mother. And we have Crystal Lopez in the center there with myself next to her. We have Phyllis Walker, Lisa Hughes, and Stephanie Giles. So these are the Team DSI representatives this year. And next year, I'm envisioning double the number, maybe even triple. Next slide, Jared. So they have an agenda put out for us, and it's like with any USANA event, it starts early morning and ends late night. A lot of us women even found time to sit in the hot tub after the events, which was very relaxing. But I just want to just take a few of the speakers. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be able to tell you all of the details of what we learned because there's so much in my mind right now. Leanne Jacobs, she wrote this book, Beautiful Money. She was one of the speakers, and I bought her book. So I'm really excited to read it. She was on stage. She also was on one of our webinars that we had for Team DSI. So she's shared a lot of her leadership principles with us. So she's one of the leaders that I have been following for quite some time because I just really admire her. She's a diamond director that lives in Canada. And she's got a team. She actually brought her team to teach us. And one of those team members was Elisa Grazzi. Elisa Grazzi is also a diamond director on her team. And she kicked off the event on Friday morning. And what she spoke about was an abundant mindset. Leaders are masters of shifting emotional state. So she talked about shifting mindset with gratitude and several other tools. And what you give power to has power over you. It was just a very powerful start to the retreat. A circle of women may be the most powerful source known to humanity. That is one of the quotes that really resonated with me, because women are powerful. Bring them together in numbers and they're even that much more powerful. So Leanne Jacobs also brought with her Krista Rialba, who is also a diamond director in her business. And at the retreat, they spoke a lot about social media. So social media is really what it's about with business. And so we want to do it correctly. And Krista, she asked the question, what do your favorite social media accounts have in common? Because there are several social media forums to be in. She said you blend lifestyle with USANA content with strategy. She gave us a bunch of tools and a bunch of apps that we can use to help us be successful in doing the right thing on social media. Jared, would you switch the next slide? Oh, actually, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So we had a Saturday. We also had a lot of speakers on Saturday, and boy, at the end of the day on Saturday, they have a spa party, and it's one of our funner events where we just get in our fun pajamas and have a facial and just learn a lot from other leaders. So here's a picture of us just on the stage here with our pajamas. It was a lot of fun. One of the speakers that really resonated with me and I learned a lot from was Sue Ward. Sue Ward is a Sonavive nutritionist, and she spoke on digestion and detox. So she gave us 10 tips to hold a detox program if you'd like to do that. So she told us a little bit about a study detox that she held at Sonavive. There were 75 employees that did it for 7 days. And she laid out the whole detox program for us. In the 75 employees in 7 days, they lost 275 pounds. They lost between 1 to 3 inches, and 65% of them dropped blood sugar 20 points or more. So it's just not a huge detox program, but they had a lot of success and good results with just those 7 days. And so she talked about how you can hold it for longer and or different varieties of doing that. And also, you can hold it like twice a year, or that's what she suggested. So next picture, Jared. This one is a picture of us with our face masks on, and we do have a lot of fun, boy. When you get together with women, like, we rock and roll, we have fun, we laugh, we giggle. I mean, we're serious, we cry, we have just, all the women emotional, powerful moments. And so that's just a fun picture. Next picture, Jared. On Saturday morning, we got the opportunity to exercise with Erin Opria, who is our new USANA Fitness Ambassador. And boy, I was so impressed. I mean, I was a little intimidated when I met her on Saturday night because she's an ex-Marine and she plays soccer, and she is like the optimal physical fitness guru. She just looks the part, and she seems tough. But so we all got up early on Saturday and exercised with her, and she modified everything to whatever level you're at. And I really liked what she did with us. I also bought one of the jump ropes that USANA was selling that had her name on it and USANA on there. She does a lot of workouts with the jump ropes, but we didn't actually have the ropes with us, or we didn't have weights. So she just basically had us do, planks and push-ups and squats. And I tell you, it was a tough workout because I could sure feel it the next day. And we're really lucky. USANA always brings in the best people for us to learn from. So if you want to follow her on Instagram, she's got recipes. She also has a new book out. I know several of the women bought her book. And so her name is spelled Erin, Oprea, O-P-R-E-A. So I would recommend that you follow her on Instagram because she's going to have a lot of little sample workouts. She doesn't have a DVD or anything on YouTube yet. She's kind of contemplating on whether to do that or not. But go ahead, next slide, Jared. There's a picture of us there working out, and we are probably towards the front, a lot of the DSI team. Next slide, Jared. This one here is the group that was exercising on Saturday morning. You can see a picture of, right in the center, there's Erin Oprea in a pink little tank top. Also, there was another, before we actually move to my last slide, I want to just mention another speaker that really moved me at Sweet Retreat. Her name is Dr. Deborah Kern. She's a PhD that lives in Austin, Texas, and she's an alchemist, which I looked up the definition because I didn't really know how, she explained it, but I wanted to really look at it again. So basically, an alchemist is a practitioner that uses a process of transforming something in a mysterious way. And the mysterious way that she uses is with dance. So she's just a beautiful woman. I don't have a picture of her, but we all, during the event, we stood up, she taught us some dance moves, and the song that we were doing one to, which was really powerful for all of us, was, "What would I do today if I were brave?" And so we were doing some of the gestures to that, and another one was, "I am enough." So she talked about creating a why that will lead you to create a successful business. Your why is your gravitational pull that is pulling you in. And I tell you, if I ever go to Texas, and if I'm ever in her city, I will definitely go to her class, because she does hold classes on a regular basis, and I could only imagine working with Deborah Kern and her dance. So that was another thing that really moved me. Last photo, Jared. So the very last day on Saturday, we ended with a candle ceremony. So we're all holding these candles, and it's very moving. The key to success is to continually build, establish, and strengthen relationships, and that's exactly what we're doing. All of these women here are Team DSI working harmoniously with each other. I'm so proud of each and every one of them, because we are really in sync. And that's what you need. We have the same goals. I mean, not entirely the same goals, but we're after the same vision and mission. And, after this little ceremony, it's off to celebrate with a party and dancing and a DJ and food. We have a buffet. It's just a fun end to a great event. And you can only imagine what goes on. I really want to encourage everyone to make an effort, because it's very inexpensive. It's only $75 to attend a 3.5-day event, which is pretty unheard of. I'm sure USANA does not make any money on this event. I'd like to bring on Emerald Director Crystal Crebs. She is going to share some of her key moments and tips that she got from the event, and I'm really excited to bring on Emerald Director Crystal Crebs.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. We are, like she said, we are on a high coming off of this weekend. It was so much fun just being there with everybody, with all the ladies. It's totally different experience, just being in that feminine energy. And I was really happy that, I was there with all of our team, and that my mom got to come, and being there with Megan. Like, it was great to have us represented there again this year, all of Team DSI. And I can't wait till next year. Hopefully there's going to be, like Viola said, double or maybe triple of us there. For me, the first night, that vision board night that we're there, is really cool because it's very casual and you can mingle with everybody. Everybody's kind of coming in at their own time. Some people have already been there. Some people are just getting there. But the vision boards are really powerful. What's cool is USANA will bring magazines from, like USANA magazines from the office, and there was a lot of variety this year. There was like success magazines and fashion magazines and like fitness. It was just a whole variety. So you get to really dive in and things that come out to you, cut them out and put them on your dream board. And what I found was last year was my first year, and the vision board that I created last year, it had a lot to do with being, us going emerald and things like that, and almost speaking on the stage and just to see what has transpired through the year from that dream board is really magical. Because I just look back and it's like checking off things like, oh, okay, that happened, this happened, blah, blah, blah. So I was really excited to create a vision board again this year. And I love the when we do vision board parties here, like that makes me excited. So we're definitely going to do a few more for that. But then moving on to the first day, Elisa Grazzi, also for me, she was really cool. Not only did I love her shoes, I think we all loved her shoes. She had like hot pink, sparkly Christian Louboutins, so they sparkled from the stage. Anyways, I know that was okay, but basically her talk was about abundance versus scarcity, and like being a master of your emotional intelligence and being in the right state. She mentioned a TED Talk from Simon Sinek, and I watched the TED Talk, and it really does make you feel like, people are attracted to why you do something, not like what you do. That was his big thing. His line was, people don't buy what you do, they buy what you why you do it. And why you do it is really being in that state and being in that balance of that emotional balance in the abundant state. I like a quote that she said also, like, when we're on that roller coaster ride of like, some people want to do it, or we want some people to, join our business so bad, and we just want them in there, and they're not quite getting it, and we're just, kind of falling all over ourselves. But her quote was, "Don't hemorrhage your energy to someone who's not ready." And I thought that was really cool, because it's true, because sometimes we'll put our energy so much into one person or into one thing, and it's not there for them yet. And that's okay. But just be aware and not to put your energy if you can tell that it's just not going to happen. Like the flow will come. She said great leaders get knocked down and also get back up quickly. And that's part of that, being in that state of abundance, and being in that state of like that peace and wanting to, just feeling your why. The next person that really I thought was really cool was Bibiana Powell. She's a 4-star diamond director, and she said about networking, like networking on purpose. She'll go out sometimes, and she'll see a lady, and she'll make a comment about liking her shoes or her bag, or strike up a conversation somewhat that way, and then at the end of their little conversation, she'll ask for their information, just to keep in touch, not necessarily to talk about the business, but just to add to her funnel. Like she's constantly adding to her names list. She said she talked about 2 a day, just adding to the names list. We obviously talk about contacting 2 people a day, but what if we added a couple people a day, not necessarily specifically for the business, but just continues to grow your names list and get those people in the funnel. And she was also talking about, making a firm decision if you want to go silver, go gold, or, just making that firm decision, like this is going to happen. We hear that a lot, and that's just, again, reiterating that really, when you make that decision, it draws that line in the sand. Tammy Dom, she is a 1-star diamond director, and she spoke about knowing your numbers, and she talked about the reports on Team Manager on the hub. And I think those are really important, because she talks about there's a lot of people who don't really see go back and look at the reports, or maybe they don't know how. But there's people that want to rank advance or want to make a check. And if they don't go to those numbers or look at those reports, a lot of times people are so much closer to being whatever rank than they even know. She had her talk on Friday, and then on Saturday, one of the ladies stood up as one of her aha moments was that she had wanted to be a director for so long, and she actually went and looked at her numbers, and she said she didn't realize she is so close to hitting that. She wouldn't have known if she didn't, learn from Tammy that, where to go and to find the reports and things like that. And that's why when we do these incentives with our weekly action plans, the WAP and wins, like they're so awesome to teach new associates, to teach old associates, to teach everybody how to know your numbers and plan out your week and things like that. But it's a great time to be able to go and get on the hub and look at the team manager, see where you're at, see who in your team is close to a check or close to a rank advance. There's just some really cool tools on the hub. Lindsay Hardy was a really great speaker as well. She just talked about, it's all about them. You got to remember, it's not always about you. It's what they want. It's what, your prospects and your customers and your clients, it's really about them. She says, you don't want to be the kiosk person annoying people, like, hey, try this, do that. Like, because we don't walk through the mall. Nobody wants, let's be real. Nobody really wants to talk to the kiosk person. So, getting to know them and finding really what they want and not just attacking them. And next, Krista Rialba, I know Viola talked about her as well, talking about the social media. She was really great at opening a lot of people's eyes on the power of social media, talking about, the content is key and having like really great images. She said to take like a selfie every 5 to 10 pictures you post, and to respond to likes and comments and shares. She'll contact people and just be like, hey, thanks for commenting or thanks for liking. And she networks with people that way. And that's how she builds a lot of her names lists as well. She also said that she does, at the university, she does a Monday, 10 a.m. meeting with the millennials. And all she does is share the business of the 21st century. And she kind of gives them an overview of a little bit about network marketing and a checklist for what to look for in a company. And then towards the end, she'll basically tell her story. Well, if they want to know how she had her success, she talks to them a little bit about USANA. She'll play this is a USANA video, and then she just invites them to join in a 3 business center, with a 3 business center. And that's a lot of times how she gets the millennials and those new people, because they're already people with the business mindset. It's specifically, they're learning, they understand that. And of course, one of my faves, Leanne, she's just awesome. I actually finally got to meet her. I've been following her since my first convention, and she was on our webinar, and of course we kind of chatted that way, but I had never officially met her in person, and she's just such a sweetheart. In her book, I'm reading her book, Beautiful Money, and it's just amazing. But they were talking about a lot of times their training events that they would do, because like Krista is in her business, and so is Elisa. When they host live events, their trainings, she liked to call them lifestyle masterclasses that would happen after like a health and freedom type presentation. So they would do something like that, and then they would do what they would call lifestyle masterclass. So the guests could either stay and learn from, one of the big speakers. They would have somebody do part of that, and they would be like the following speaker. And, so the guests could either stay or, the guests could leave, but the associates would get a training right after that as well. And I thought that was a really cool name, having it be a lifestyle masterclass. But she talked about in her book, about valuing yourself and your self-worth. And she says, and saying to yourself, like, you deserve all those diamonds. You deserve 4 maxed out legs a week. Like, you deserve that. Don't self-doubt yourself. One of the things, one of the affirmations she said was, I am completely worthy of whatever I desire. And that's one thing that she would say to herself. And she said, you have to believe it with every cell in your body. She also said, of course, surround yourself with people who vibe where you want to be. Like, you want to be in their energy. She says, go where the energy is. She also says, if your thoughts were on a loudspeaker, would you be nervous? Like, your self-talk. That was really powerful, because it's true. We all have our crazy self-talk, and it's like, if they were on a loudspeaker, would you be nervous? Would you be nervous for what everybody else to hear that? So that was really cool. But her book, Beautiful Money, obviously, it's amazing, and I can't wait to finish reading it. And kind of the last thing I'm going to touch on is Teresa Elias is one of our new VPs. She was talking about the 28-day programs, running the different 28-day programs. She just finished the 28-day Be Healthy program. And what they're introducing is a 28-day Be Beautiful program. And that really piqued my interest, because it talks about overall, health and beauty and things like that. And I'm looking forward to having a program like that with, obviously, my makeup experience, doing something, similar, to incorporate that with it. That will be, I don't know, I'll have to figure that out a little bit later, because right now they're just about to give us the information on how to run that type of a program and all the details for that. So look for that in the future. But I want to just real quick, my mom happened to step in the room, and she is, she's going to share a little bit about her experience. She's, she's not an active associate, but she was there, and I was so grateful to have her there. She was there with me last year as well. And it's just, it really means a lot to me that she comes, so she can bond with all of us. And I know she gets a lot out of it too. I mean, she's been a client taking the products for a long time, and she sees benefits out of it. But I love my mom, and she just has a couple things to say. So here's my mom, Nora Lopez.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nora Lopez, Crystal's mom, and I just wanted to share a little bit with y'all. I went to the first Sweet Retreat last year and enjoyed it so much that I went again with her this year, thinking, okay, it'll be great. We'll see more of the same, and that's great. Well, it was even better. Somehow they made it better than last year. So, and I'm sure next year will be even better than that. I mean, I already know about the products with Crystal and Jared, but I learned even more there at the retreat. But it's more than that. It's a lot more than that. Because it's geared toward women. Amen. And no offense to you males, but the female brain does process a little differently than the male. So the speakers, when they were speaking to us, it was from a woman's perspective, in that nurturing way that we women operate. And that really resonated with all of us. It's a whole different dynamic, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. They helped us acknowledge our self-worth. They encouraged us to be authentic again with ourselves. And they made us feel empowered to, as they say, to shine our light once again and go for those goals that maybe we've forgotten somewhere along the way. They made us believe, yeah, we can do this. And I loved bonding with the other ladies from DSI there at the table. It was a great dynamic. I mean, there was so much positive energy. You could feel it. And so I loved all the moments I had with them. But now you're going to have to indulge me just a moment to have my mommy moment. I was so proud to have my daughter, Crystal, shine her light really brightly when it came to awards time. We were sitting there. They called her up. I may have these in the wrong order, but they called her up as top PC enroller. So she got to go walk the stage, and we got to see that. And I was so proud. Then after a while, here comes again. Then she's a silver creator. There she's walking the stage again. We're all so proud. And then she got a third award, the top emerald director. So there she was again. So I was so proud to see that light shine. I've got it all on video. So it was really exciting to see, my daughter with her light shining, and I was just really, really proud of her. And it made me happy to see the other bonding she was doing with the other women, especially with Megan. I saw Megan's light shine brightly too. Her and Crystal. You should have seen them on the way back on the airplane. Had Crystal's laptop out. They're bonding, they're sharing, they're already thinking of what they're going to do with their team, with the women in their team. You could just see all that positivity that they got from that retreat. So it works. It really, it's so beneficial. I mean, I could see it, right there in front of me. So I think that next year, everybody needs to bring their mother or their daughter or their sister or their aunt, their niece, their cousin, their friend. Everybody needs to bring someone, because I think they would enjoy it just as I did, and it's a good investment. I mean, it's worth it. It's worth the time to be there. So I think everyone should bring someone else, and that way, the vision that Viola and Crystal have of having 2 or 3 or maybe 4 or 5 tables can come to pass. So anyway, well, thanks for indulging me, and we'll hand it back over to the Cribs.
Thank you, Mom. I am so proud of my mom for sharing. That was a great moment for me. I'd also really like to introduce Phyllis Walker. She is pictured third to the end on the right side of this picture, right side, right next to Viola. She is going to come on too as well and just say a couple things. Are you there, Phyllis?
I am here, Crystal. Thank you very much.
Yes.
There were so many nuggets, golden nuggets, at this amazing event. It's hard to put them all in perspective, but Elizabeth Ryder mentioned a couple of things that really hit me. She mentioned that your IQ drops 10 points when you multitask with electronic media. And as women, we are taught to multitask. But it's amazing that your IQ can drop because you're doing that. She also mentioned you should get everything down on paper and out of your head so that new thoughts can get in. That was interesting to me. I do have thoughts running through my head constantly. And she's right. If I wrote them all down, I wouldn't have to remember them. And I'm not sure who the self-talk person was. I think Crystal mentioned her. For instance, instead of saying, I'm not very smart or I can't remember, I am going to now start saying, I am smart. Yes, I can do it. And I am director. So that when I send it out into the universe, it will happen. And Dr. Wolf mentioned, if you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Wow. I had to stop and think about that one. That is amazing. And then the last thing I wanted to share is, and I might get teary-eyed, but they mentioned to put something down on your calendar when you get home. I have an appointment Tuesday to sign somebody up on the auto order. And I have an appointment Thursday with one of my preferred customers, and she is going to start either Reset or My Smart. And I am starting to put all of this stuff into motion, and I'm just thrilled. Thank you.
Oh, Phyllis, that's so awesome. We had such a great time with you, and I'm so glad that we really got to bond with you, and we all kind of cried together in a good way. And your light is shining so bright, Phyllis. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
I really enjoyed being with all of you.
Awesome. Okay, well, to close this out, I'm gonna bring up Megan Martinez. She is our brand new silver director. This was her first sweet retreat, and I was so excited for her to be there. She just lit up at the end of the weekend. Like my mom was saying, we were just super excited. We've got lots of ideas, and she's on fire. And without further ado, one of my great friends, a new Silver Director, Megan Martinez. Are you there, Megan? Megan, are you there?
What is her number? I'll unmute her.
She is on
210-296. Or if she's on Renee's line, it's 210-244. 244.
244.
Oh,
yes.
got it. Okay.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Go for it.
Okay, great. Okay, sorry, I was trying to text you like I'm on Renee's phone. Well, this year was my first retreat, and I was just completely like blown out of the water. How much love every single woman had for each other in that room. It was just amazing. All of the presenters and the speakers were fantastic. You know, like you said, it's kind of hard to say something about, you know, every single one of them because there was just so much good stuff about all of them. But one lady, Viola, stuck out to me too. And she was just kind of going through this. I'm not going to try to talk about every single speaker. I'm just going to try to limit it to maybe one or two. But Viviana Powell was awesome. Even though it's a little hard to understand her at first, her presentation resonated with me the most because the reason her why was because she wanted to retire her husband from his job. And, you know, she wanted to do, you know, she was going to do everything in her power to do that. And you know what? She did it. And she talked about a couple of things. I'm going to just kind of skim through them here real quick. Was that she talked about determination and how determined she was to get her to that point to where she could retire her husband. And her key points were just about attitude changes everything. If you go into a situation and you have a bad attitude, don't expect good results from having a bad attitude. You always have to have a good attitude and understand where you know people are coming from. And then also she talked about how practice makes perfect. Now, you know, perfection is kind of like there's no such thing. But practice, she said practice makes perfect. But I think practice doesn't make you perfect, but it makes you better. So I just kind of want to clarify that. You know, no one's perfect. It's impossible. But also she talked about, like Crystal said, she had an active names list. She said you want to continue to have that active names list. You don't ever want your list to become just stagnant and still. You want to continue to contact those 2 people a day and to follow up. And also, her next one was always follow through. You know, I can admit that I'm terrible with follow-up, and fortune is in the follow-up, okay, and I've learned that. So you want to make sure that if you contact your 2 people, follow up with them, or follow through with them, actually, and, you know, get them on your calendar, you know, have those meetings, you know, get with them at a coffee shop, you know, something. And then also, too, she talked about how filling up your calendar, you know, just like Phyllis was talking about, you know, fill up those days that are empty and, you know, make it to where, you know, you're meeting with people all the time, or you're going to mixers, or you're planning a mixer, you know, just something to keep you busy. And also jumpstart your business. Don't wait until, you know, I think this will be a good day. I don't know if that'll be a good day. When me and Renee first started, we met Jared on it was like on a Wednesday or something like that, or a Thursday, and we came to a mixer the same day, like that night, and then we planned our mixer like that coming weekend. I mean, it was so quick, you guys, and that did jumpstart our business. I mean, we had pace setter really fast because we didn't wait. We didn't put it we didn't put it on the back burner and just kind of decide, well, I think this will be a good day. It was like, no, like this is the day. This is the day we're going to do it. So, you want to make sure you jumpstart your business as quickly as possible, because that's what's really going to get you going, get you running. And also, too, she talked about passion. She had this awesome slide, and it had the word passion across it. I wish I sent it to Crystal. I should have. I'm sorry. But and it was passion. And then in the background, it was like fire. And it was so awesome. And I took a picture of it. But it was just amazing because you could tell in her speech that she had so much passion for what she was doing. She was thinking about her husband. She was thinking about her kid. And she didn't let anything stop her. She was like, you go out and meet 2 people a day, or you go out and you purposefully talk to people, get their name, get their number. And she talked about 3-letter DNA. D stands for dream big, you guys. If you want to grow in this business, these dreams have to be big, super big, and don't ever be afraid to go for those goals and for those big dreams. Also, she talked about the N is for neuropower. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So read those books. Dive into GoPro. Constantly. Expand your mind, expand your brain. And then also the A stands for action. You got to put all of those things into action. They're not going to be any good just sitting there on your calendar and you're looking at it and it's not doing anything, right? It's just kind of, you're reading it, but there's no action involved. So make sure that you are putting whatever you're putting down on your calendar, make sure you're following up with action, okay? Because if it just sits there, it's not going to go anywhere. And I just kind of jotted down a couple of quotes that I really like. I was writing so fast I probably didn't even have time to write some of these down. But one quote was, "You attract who you are, not what you want." So you attract like-minded people. Okay, you don't attract people who want the same thing as you. You attract, they want the, who you are. If you're an outgoing person, you're going to attract outgoing people. If you attract business people, you're going to attract business people if you're giving off that vibe. Also, too, let's see. Oh, my gosh, I have so many notes, y'all. What's her name? I'm sorry, y'all. Beautiful Money by Leanne Jacobs. Crystal talked about her a little bit too. It's important too to find who you truly are. I think this past weekend was mainly about that, about finding your why and your what and what your purpose is. So it's really important to meditate, meditate in the morning. I know Crystal meditates in the morning. I believe Jared does too. But clear your mind of any negativity, get rid of that. We did a little exercise with it was Deb, Dr. Deb, and she would we put our hands in the shape of knives, and we were just cutting away at everything that was holding us down. Chains and shackles. Those are those things that we put in our heads that hold us back from being something that we could be, and the things that we want. Those are the things that are holding us back. And we were cutting away all of the things that were keeping us, bounded and shackled. That was really cool. Also too, it's important to set boundaries, I believe. Set boundaries with your clients. And also, you are completely worthy of what you desire. So think about that. Let that resonate. Let that resonate in your mind, ladies and gentlemen too. You are worthy of whatever you want. Jared always, if I say something, he goes, "You declare it. We're going to declare it," and we do. So I declared that I wanted to have it read. What?
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. But yeah, just, you're worthy of what you desire. So don't ever think that you're not. And also, let's see. Oh, don't give. You guys, if you continue to pour out into other people, if you're going to pour out whatever you have, you can't forget to fill yourself up. Okay, so you can't give to somebody and then think that you're going to be filled up, because if you constantly give, your body, you are mentally and physically draining yourself. So don't forget to do those self improvements, or reading, or meditating, or just relaxing and really think and focusing on what's important. And let's see what else. And I think that was pretty much it. I mean, I kind of wanted to keep it short and sweet. So I hope whatever I said resonates with y'all. We had a wonderful time. I felt so much closer to these ladies than I ever have before. It's different when you're in person versus on Facebook, because you really get to know the women around you. And I believe women are so powerful. We ladies, we are so much more powerful than we think we are. It's crazy. We don't give ourselves enough credit. But we are amazing species. So I believe that any woman listening on this webinar right now can do whatever they want to do if they put their mind to it and if they put everything into action. You got to put it into action, ladies. So with that, I don't know, Crystal, do you want to come back on and, or do you want me to go ahead and to decide what we kind of like talked about on the plane?
Yeah, if you want to go into yeah, go for it.
Okay. So ladies, so what we're going to do is our action plan. I mean, we were on the plane like ready to like do this. We were like, okay, what are we going to do when we get home? So with the sweet retreat behind us, we wanted to basically, first, we need to know how many women want to come to the sweet retreat, or that are going to go to the sweet retreat, because we have tickets right now that are discounted, and it's an amazing price. If you want to buy tickets for somebody you think who wants to go, then I would suggest get them, because after February 10th, the ticket prices are going to go up. Okay, Crystal, I believe right now they're $75, right?
Yes, right now the tickets are $75. We're seeing how many tables. We have one table fully committed already, so we're building on the second table that we have. If we do get more, then what is for a second table, if we need to get a third table, this would be the time to kind of fill it up, just because the prices. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to clarify the price. So right now, if you get on one of our tables, it's $75. If you buy a single ticket, it's $95. And if you wait till after February 10th, it's $85 to be on a table. So right now is the time to do it and be on our table, which is where we want to be, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We rolled up there one table deep this year, and next year I want to roll like 3 tables deep, y'all. If you're committed to this journey, to this business, events is the way to go, you guys. Oh my gosh, at first, when we first signed up, I was like, events, yeah, it's just going to cost more money. But let me tell you, it inspires you. You want to go out and you want to you want to talk to everybody you see, practically. You're so motivated. So make those commitments right now, so that way you can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to go," because you've already paid. So let's just let's set the tone for next year at Sweet Retreat. Let's make an impression, because Team DSI and Team DSI staff, we are a force to be reckoned with, and we are up and coming, guys. So I believe that it's so important for these ladies to get motivated. So that was our first. So that was our first action plan. Okay, so the next action plan we are going to do is we are going to set a detox. We are going to do a detox, right? Who doesn't want a detox, right? I know I do. So what we're hoping for is a 7-day detox, and we basically want to get all the ladies involved, not just the ladies at USANA, but we're going to create a page and everything for it. And so we want to invite the ladies from USANA, and if you guys have any friends that want to do it too, y'all come on and invite. It's only going to be for 7 days. It's not going to be a 28-day detox or anything like that. It's only for 7 days. So I think we can do it. It's a feasible goal. So it's not going to be like 30 days long like some are. Also, we want to get the men involved too. I think men don't detox enough. So, we want to get all that grossness out of them, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a winner of the girls team and then a winner of the guys team, and then I think Crystal is going to pick out like a swag gift for the winner of the girls and the guys, and then we are going to pick an overall winner. Basically, we're gonna keep it real simple, nothing too crazy, and I believe the winner is going to get a massage. Okay, a free massage, right? How awesome is that? And then also, too, we want to get with the ladies and basically do a girls' day out. Just take some time and just enjoy each other's company. I mean, we don't get to see the ladies of USANA in other states, but I believe that if the ladies of South Texas, we are a strong team, so I think we should socialize more on a personal level, not just business, but also personal. Let's make it personal. Let's make it personal to maybe go out to dinner, or let's go get mani-pedis or something like that. So in the future, be looking for a set date. So ladies, get ready, okay? Because we are going to do it right. All right.
And the
Crystal, do you want
detox.
to add anything to that?
Yeah, the 7-day detox. Stay tuned for the dates for that. We're going to put it together and create the page and things like that. So just be looking for that. It'll be in the next couple of weeks probably. So just stay tuned for that part of it.
Just enough time for them to prepare. Yeah, we want you guys to prepare. We want you guys to go get the right stuff. The food, the vegetables, all that. So that way we're not doing it like at the last minute and you guys have to go shopping quickly. It'll be like, okay, we're going to plan it for like a couple of weeks out. That way you guys have time to prepare physically and mentally, because this is a mental thing. So I think in the next few months, it's going to be on. It's going to be on, you guys. It's game time, like Crystal said.
Yep, it's going down.
And she didn't mean football. And it's going down. So, I think that completes. Is there anything else to add, Crystal or Viola?
Just that for the table, for the girls who want to go to Sweet Retreat, for sure, committing this week, we do need to have the $75 paid. And then if you want to purchase another ticket for somebody else as well, I'm saying on the 9th, on the 10th is when we're actually committing to the table. So if you could get the monies to me or Megan or Viola by Thursday, we would really appreciate it, because that will completely lock in your seat for next year for the table with us. So
and this is
reach out, let us know.
You do not want this. You don't want to miss this. I'm telling you, if you want to feel empowered and strong and, a force to be reckoned with, I mean, this is an event to go and to have fun too, and just mix and mingle with.
Oh my God, it's so much fun.
We got to meet people from we got to meet people from Houston and El Paso and, everywhere. And everyone is so nice, no matter what their rank was. Everyone was very, very sweet and just very, very empowering. And I couldn't describe it. We were, Crystal, me and Crystal, we were on the plane let's do this. Let's make an action plan. And what are we going to do? And, it was just so mind blowing. I loved it. I'm going to go from every year now. I'm going to go every year. I'm not going to miss it.
That's what I'm talking about, Megan. I tell you, once you go to one of these, you just got to keep going, because that's happened to every woman that I've brought, and it's like magic. Like we can't
We all
even
cried.
we all cry together and
together.
laugh. Yeah, we can't even tell you everything we learned, because you just have to experience it.
Yes.
Yes, you do. It's amazing.
So
Alright,
do we
is that
want
it?
to? Yeah, I think that's it.
That is it, everyone. I know we've gone over time a little bit.
Sorry about that. We can't stop talking. We're just
We're
girls
just
gabbing.
women, we like to talk.
Imagine a whole week.
So, Jared, you want to close it out, the webinar training?
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for your insights. I definitely gained some great things. I love what Megan had to say about you don't get who you want. You get who you are. You don't attract prospects that you want. You attract prospects that you are. That makes me want to go make some phone calls. So I attract associates that work, right? Which we've been blessed to, but I want to do more of that. not attract managers, right? So thank you. I got something from each and every one of you that spoke tonight. It was really awesome to hear about it. I wish I could go to the Sweet Retreat, and I know I'll never be able to, at least in this lifetime around, but it's super exciting to hear about it, and I can't wait till all the ladies go for next year. All right, so thank you for attending on the training, everyone. I know we're way over time, but let's just end with some quick announcements.